afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to make a short correction. My name is not Ricardo. Ricardo is my colleague right there. My name is Cláudio, and I'm here on behalf of Gaming Supervision Institute of Angola. According to the organization, I think we are the only African country speaking Portuguese here, right? I don't know who can confirm me, but I think we are. And according to that, I would like to invite you all to say good afternoon in Portuguese with me. In Portuguese, we say boa tarde. Can you repeat with me? Boa tarde. Once again, boa. I cannot hear you very well. Boa tarde. Yes, congratulations to you because your pronunciation already sounds better like mine. So, as I said before, my name is Cláudio Paulo, and I'm speaking on behalf of Gaming Supervision Institute of Angola, GSI in English, or ESJ in Portuguese. So first of all, on behalf of GSI, we would like to thank the organization for inviting us to be here in this magnificent event and also magnificent resort, which is for us an opportunity to promote exchanges with different gaming actors in Africa. In this opportunity, we have a short presentation about the evolution of the regulatory environment, recent changes, and why. So, in order to proceed with a short introduction, we would like to highlight that the purpose of this presentation is to give you an overview of the gaming sector in Angola. It will highlight the significant changes brought about by the comprehensive reform of the sector, which is encouraged in the new legal framework activity law. The evolution of gaming activity, along with the financial operation involved, must align with a social imperative of enhancing regulation and supervision. This also includes promoting responsible gaming, trust, ethics, transparency, and rigor. Additionally, it's also essential to ensure the efficient collection of funds that contribute to diversifying funding sources for the general state budget. We also understand that the gaming industry requires more efficient regulation to foster development and align with international standards. Angola currently has a specific legal regime to regulate the gaming sector, aimed at ensuring the protection of bettors and vulnerable people, maintaining integrity in games, and controlling the activity. I would like to make a story, and in this aspect, it is important to highlight that the gaming board in Angola was formally created about 10 years ago through the presidential decree 219/14. And the creation of the GSI, which falls under the Ministry of Finance of Angola, was a significant step in formalizing Angola's gambling industry. The gaming board is responsible for supervision, operator licensing, standard setting, and enforcing. After the creation of the GSI in Angola, we approved the first gaming activity law in the country, concretely the law number 5/16, which was in force for 8 years and 5 months. So this law has been recently revoked and replaced by a new main legal framework, which is the new gaming activity law. I mean the law number 70/24. This new law brings now a general view of gaming sector, taking into account aspects related to social games and also online games. This law also aims to strengthen the obligation related to preventing and combating money laundering and financing of terrorism. It also defines responsible gaming policies and introduces significant changes to special gaming tax rates. It's also important to highlight that the proposal for regulation concerning social games, games of casino and online gaming is currently in process in order to complement the new law in Angola. We are also engaged to keep fighting against illicit activity, and in this respect, a specialized task force was created by GTSA, which fights against money laundering and financing of terrorism. Exactly 10 days ago, the GTSA has approved the instruction number 3/25 related to the self-assessment questionnaire on preventing and combating money laundering to comply with Financial Action Task Force recommendations. Currently, the major news in the gaming sector recently was the signing of an administrative contract for the operation of social games between the Angolan state and Mota Tavares and Jogo company, which is now the concessionaire of lottery games. In this regard, a presidential decree approving the regulation of the administrative fee levied on the gross revenue of the lottery concessionaire is in the process of being approved. Right now, in Angola, we have adopted effective mechanisms and procedures to ensure transparency, legal security, through the modernization of the legal framework for regulating and controlling gambling activity. The new main legal framework, Gaming Activity Law, number 17/24, aims to promote access to gaming sector is subject to granting of license or concession through public tender. In this aspect, I would like to highlight something really important. This point is one of the biggest innovations we have in the country. If we want to compare the new law versus the old one. According to the old law, if you wanted to get a license, you needed first to gather some requirements. And after that, you could be able to get a license. But what is the difference now? The biggest difference now is that you do not get a license by an administrative process only. First, you need to participate in a public tender, and if you win, only after that you can get the license to operate in the market. This law also promotes the establishment of an administrative concession contract with the lottery operator, prevent gambling from being a source of crime and from being used in money laundering activities, and finally promote development of a responsible gaming industry. Finally, we want to highlight that the experience of Angola, of Angola's gaming regulator can provide valuable insights for other regulators, especially those operating in developing markets. By recognizing regulatory deficiencies and actively seeking solutions, the GSI of Angola has demonstrated its commitment to create a well-regulated gambling industry that contributes to the long-term economic and social well-being of Angola. Thank you so much, Angola. Thanks also your attention and time. In case of any questions, so please feel free to send us an email through our email below. Thank you again.